Yesterday was Halloween, and some people left out candy, like the good stuff, full-on king-size bars, just politely asking to only take one. But of course, this happens. Luckily, they had one awesome neighbor who just refilled their buckets for them. Now, the Twitter replies were just filled with, "This is just a sign of the times." Others saying that they would have filled the bucket with job applications to prevent this, as some suggested a more aggressive approach to their candy sign. But more importantly, I saw a whole lot of this, referring to the adults speaking another language, so this is a border issue. But let's be clear, kids stealing the candy bucket has been happening forever. Even adults stealing candy has happened for years, and no, I did not blur out the face, that's on the media side. But if you recognized her based on something else, let me know. But the point being, high-calorie humans have been taking advantage of Halloween for years, even using their kids as accessories to the crime. Although I do understand the border issue is concerning, as we covered it on this channel in great detail, I just don't think we can simplify this issue between all-American Scott refilling the bucket to scumbag parents teaching their kids in another language that candy is worth more than their dignity. I think it comes down to those that can exist in a high-trust society and those that would ruin society, because I know some people would clutch their pearls at me suggesting all the adults in all those Halloween heist videos go to jail, but that is exactly what I'm suggesting, or at least what can happen in Texas. They get charged with a misdemeanor and get a $500 fine. And I'm not talking about a slap on the wrist, don't do it again, expunged from their record. No, I mean this actually establishes them criminal history, and if they get caught stealing or breaking the law again, it only gets worse. And people would freak out at that idea, but it's honestly the only way to maintain high trust in a society that is always going to exist with people that deserve none. Perfect example being, all these deep blue liberal areas turned a blind eye on what they considered petty theft. Now expensive candy has to be locked up like the new iPhone, and soap has to be chained down like a junkyard dog. Meanwhile, in small towns, everything can just be left outside because people can be trusted to pay for it.
They won't have that out in the hood. Look, oil and everything. Them will steal this shit as soon as they put it out.
Which is almost like Seoul in South Korea, where their convenience stores can be left without employees. And looking at neighboring Japan, they're able to use this concept to greatly improve and automate the shopping experience.
支払い方法を選択することができます。
And sadly, you can simply never make these advancements in a low-trust society. The Target nearby me had those self-checkout machines, and I loved them, but they eventually had to be closed down because you know exactly why. As what I really think it comes down to is societal tolerance of breaking the rules, and as long as a culture sides with the takers over the makers, the community will always be on a steady decline. Because I remember going to a Anaheim Angels game this year to go see Shohei Ohtani pitch, and those are always fun games because when he's starting, the fans in attendance are about 80% Japanese. And this one Japanese lady still stands out to me, as she's wearing a Japan hat, Ohtani jersey, Angels rally monkey, expensive camera, and just doing the tourist thing, taking pictures of everything. But what was crazy to me is she kept leaving her seat to either talk to someone that was also Japanese or go take photos of something. But she would constantly leave behind her designer bag and phone every time, just oblivious to the fact that she's in Anaheim, not Tokyo. Now, Anacrime isn't Compton, but it's also not Laguna Beach. So to teach her about American culture, I stole her rally monkey and he's better off with me. No, I'm kidding, I didn't do that. But the point being is I'm just insanely jealous of a country that produces people that simply have no concept of theft. Whether it's an expensive Nikon camera or $2 Halloween candy left out for kids, as soon as society can rationalize one being okay, it's only a matter of time before the next one is. Because look, we can't even leave out socks at a discount store without them being stolen by criminals, basically bragging about it. It doesn't have to be this way. Yeah, a lot of people don't have the stomach to throw jail time at someone stealing socks or candy, but once we start trying to dictate how much is his fair share of someone else's property, you're condemning your culture to crumble, and sad to say, I think that's what we're witnessing right now. So if you appreciate my concise, light-hearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on what happens when liberal activists become victims of their own activism.